Hi everyone, and welcome to Creative Chelsey. Today I'm excited to be sharing with you my last alternative project using the July 2022 paper pumpkin kit. This project focuses on using just the stamp set from the kit. If you would like to see my other alternative projects, you can watch them using the link in the top right corner, and they're all together in one playlist. Each month I provide my paper pumpkin subscribers with an exclusive card kit designed by me. This is the card they will be making with their kit. If you would like to also receive this extra perk, you can sign up to get your own paper pumpkin subscription by using the link in the description below, or you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. So here is the stamp set that came in the kit. Well, let me flip it over so you can read it. It has some really great sayings, some really fun nautical images. And what I thought would be fun was to give you some examples of some fun water scenes that you could create with your cards. And so in your kit, you're going to receive 2 of everything so that you can make 2 cards. And you could really use any color combinations that you want. I am going to be using the Bermuda Bay ink spot that came in the kit, along with fresh freesia, basic gray, and a little bit of Poppy Parade for that fun pop of color with the seahorse. So let's start with some of the background elements. So I'm going to begin with the netting, and just like I've done on most of my other alternative projects, I'm going to do this with kind of a rock and roll technique. So I'm just going to ink it up with some basic gray, and then instead of stamping the stamp all on the cardstock, you just kind of rock it and roll it, and it's going to give you this fun texture up there in the corner. So it's not, you're not stamping it directly onto your cardstock. So a little bit here, a little bit there. Make sure to twist and move. And then once you have most of the ink off, then you can start to stamp it so that you can get some different variations. And you don't re-ink it, you just keep it stamping until it's the image is all gone. So I'm just going to do a couple in those areas up there today. The fun thing about these designs is that you can really do it however you want. Maybe I will also use the basic gray for my greeting and go ahead and stamp that now. I'm going to do wishing you all the best. I'm going to do that maybe right in the center this time, maybe down just a little bit. My first one I did off to the right. So go ahead and change things up as you want. Let's next stamp our seaweed, and I'm going to place that around my greeting. And I'm going to do the second generation stamping with this as well. And that's going to give me that lighter color. So maybe one right here, and then a lighter one down below, just like that. And then maybe one off to this side all by itself. Okay, so you can see that I'm changing things up just a little bit. So have fun with it, be creative. I do want to add a little bit of this fresh freesia color because I am going to use a piece of cardstock in the background. And I think I'm going to do that with the stars. This is just a really good element that you can add. Maybe a little, some up here in the corner as well. Maybe one in the center. Okay, so something like that. And you could leave it there if you wanted. You could also do this, the ship. I am going to do, like I said, a little bit of the red for a fun pop of color with the seahorse. I think I'm going to add it just right here at the end of my greeting. So just like that. So you can see how you can change things to be a little bit different depending on what you like and your own personal style. And then I am going to tear just a little bottom off the bottom here. That's going to give me this fun texture that is perfect for a nautical theme. And then I'm going to take this strip of fresh freesia. This is a 1 inch by 4 1/4 inch strip. And I'm going to tear the bottom off that as well. And then I'm going to add this strip to the behind my little stamped scene here. And you can show as much or as little of that cardstock as you want. So you're going to end up with something like this. One thing that I love about being creative is the opportunity for change. And as I was putting the dimensionals on the back of that, I thought to myself how fun it would be to add a little bit of this metallic mesh ribbon to the back. And so I'm going to go ahead and see how that looks. So I'm going to cut a piece. My first piece was a little too small. I'm going to cut a piece that's about 6 inches, and I'm going to lay that down in the center of my card base. So somewhere about there. And then I can attach my water scene right over that with the dimensionals, and that's going to help adhere it in place. And that's just going to give me this really fun, shiny webbing net type of look. And then I'll just trim it off the edges to match my card base. So that's super fun. I like that little extra touch. So you'll find that in your kit as well, because now I love that look, and we're going to do that as well. And then you can add some of these rhinestones and gems, and I will include 10 of these in your kit. You'll get 5 of 2 of the 3 colors. So you're not going to get them all, but you'll get enough to complete your cards. So for these ones, I'm going to do kind of these little sea glass ones, I think. And put some in the webbing or the mesh ribbon, I guess. Maybe a couple over here. One up there. So it's just fun to kind of play around with. And that card is all done. So I wanted to share with you some other versions of this card that I made so that you can see all the fun different variations that you can do with the stamps. So here's the one that we did today, those 2. And then this one uses the ship. I did cut it out on a separate piece of cardstock and pop it up with dimensionals. And I will include an extra piece of cardstock so that you can do that as well. And then this one uses the treasure map, and I kind of have it hidden between some seaweed. And again, this is popped up with dimensionals so that you can get some of that depth, as well as the cute little seahorse. I just fussy cut that guy out and popped him up. And then the greeting this time is also popped up. So you will have an extra piece that you can either stamp a greeting on and pop up, or some of the other stamped elements as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me create this last alternative project using the July 2022 Paper Pumpkin Kit from Stampin' Up! If you're interested in getting this fun exclusive perk from me, you can sign up to get your own Paper Pumpkin Kit using the link in the description box below. If you would like to see written instructions or close-up images on how to create this card, you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.